All right, everyone. So I thought I'd make a quick video because even though I'm on break, something did come out and I forgot to mention it, which was Forefront, a new Battlefield-esque game that is going to be put into VR by Triangle Factory. Now, for me personally, I'm going to say this right now. I'm not sponsored, so I'm going to say what I want to say. And I don't know if it's going to be good, but only because we haven't seen real gameplay. And they're going to be releasing this year. They got another 6 months, which is plenty of time to, polish out the kinks and try to get all the optimizations working. And with Triangle Factory, they're pretty good and have a reputation, unlike some other company, to be able to make games that are optimized and feel good at the exact same time. They make great games. They made Hyperdash, they made Breachers. So I mean, is this game going to be worthwhile? I hope so, because honestly, anytime there's a game out there that doesn't show any gameplay, especially for even VR, I get really skeptical because it doesn't showcase how far they are in development for the game, and I don't know if they're going to release it in a messy state. But again, the reputation for their development team has been very good, and they've made really good games. Sometimes I don't like playing them because of the annoyance of player versus player and, the toxic part of that because it's competitive. Like, I get it, but it's just not my thing anymore, I should say. But if we're looking at the trailer itself, I do think it looks very interesting. Obviously, they got vehicles in the game. They have a tank. They have helicopters with MGs on it. They also have like 4 different classes, it seems. They also have Humvees with machine guns on it as well. And they even have boats too, which I'm impressed about, but it didn't showcase any gameplay for how they are worked on right now. So we don't know if the motion sickness is going to be there. We don't know if there's going to be any HUD elements to aim down the sight of that MG while being on the side of the helicopter or whatever else. But all we know is that it's being made and it's going to release in 2025. And if they push back to 2026, I'm not going to be surprised, to be honest with you. A game like this needs to be perfect on launch so that people can understand that VR is much more than just a gimmick. Because that's what I feel like it is right now. VR is a gimmick, in my mind anyways, only because a lot of the games are getting released onto standalone and they feel like mobile variations of PC games. VR is the mobile port right now, but we're hoping that sooner or later we're going to get something that's going to be worthwhile. Is Forefront going to be that? I don't think so, but I hope that it is. And to be honest with you, VR is just really in a bad spot right now. A lot of developers are being fired or being shut down from Meta, and a couple other companies had to step down because it costs too much. It's a real struggle because VR isn't as volatile in comparison to, regular 2D games. But again, I hope that this game is worthwhile. I hope that it's fun, but there are moments of time where we just need more gameplay and details versus just seeing a cinematic trailer for it, because if we're just seeing a cinematic trailer for it, it's not going to be as impressive because anyone can make a really good cinematic trailer. I mean, look at The Day Before. The Day Before made awesome trailers, but they were copycats of Call of Duty's trailers, and they made really cool cinematic parts that made it look like it was actual gameplay, but it wasn't. So until I see actual gameplay or even get early access footage, if Triangle Factory will even have that option to give me a key to even try out the game and give my full-on review, I'm just gonna sit out and wait. I'm not gonna pre-order it, and I'm gonna be skeptical about it until they release gameplay footage or even other content creators have that gameplay itself. But what are your thoughts on this game? Let me know in the comments down below. And if Triangle Factory or Forefront is watching this, I hope you know that I have hopes for you, but I'm still going to sit back a little bit and not going to pre-order because I got to see gameplay. I got to see the gameplay. I got to see how it works, and I got to hope and I pray that it's something that's going to be super optimized. You guys talked about R&D in your Discord. You talked about you took a lot of time to make sure that the big scale of the maps will also be really good with FPS. So I'm hoping. Here's hoping. But you gotta show. You can't just tell. But obviously you're working on it, so But yeah, I'm gonna go back onto my week-long break. It is necessary for my mental health. Deuces. Take care, everyone.